Right, ladies and gentlemen, mic check, mic check. Are we live? We are rolling. Yes, we are. What's good, my friends? You already know the vibes. I gotta tell you, we are here at Love, Death, and Taxes. Um, huh, the podcast where the conversations are too honest. The laughs are slightly dangerous, and the wisdom comes with full emotional and financial receipts. Hi, Agnes. How are you doing?
I'm great. How about you?
This is going to be an interesting one. Ladies and gents, today's episode is powered by faith, growth, and a whole lot of lived experience. Because as you know, it is the high priestess of plot twists, the CEO of second chances, the only person alive who can talk love, loss, and a W 2 in a single breath. It's Agnes Amisano,
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you
author.
very much.
What? I know I'm messing with you today, but honestly, I keep telling you how proud I am of this book and how much you went through, not just in your life to make it manifest and be here in our hands, but also, how much work you did to put it down on paper and how well you did that. So I'm always saying,
Thank you.
good job. Good job. Today we're going to talk about, I guess this is a death episode, right? Love,
Yes,
death,
it
and
is.
taxes. So today we're going to talk about who we leave our legacies, our our longings to after we tread on into the afterlife. Wow, what a topic, Agnes. What's going on? Why? What made you come up with this?
Well, actually, I was thinking about Leona Helmsley,
Okay.
how actually the woman got a really bad rap because I'm not sure if you are aware of her history.
It's
She was
wild that you're talking about
she came
Leona
yeah,
Helmsley. Yes.
she came from different countries. She had a child from a prior marriage. She got into the real estate. She met this mogul of a man, and they fell in love.
Mhm.
She started working with him. She started helping him. Of course, his family didn't like that. So, there were some tax issues there, which
Mhm.
actually not too many people knows that IRS actually overcharged them over $600,000
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
that we have to return that money to them.
Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
at the end, you know, they didn't leave money to the loving, grabbing family. Uh, they left to she left because she outlived her husband. Uh, she left
Okay.
the money to her dogs. So
She left
everyone,
all of her stuff to her dogs.
yes, after giving the charity and everything, but she left to the dogs.
I
Yes,
remember this. This happened in the 90s. She passed away in the 90s, didn't
yes,
she? Oh
yes,
my gosh, I so remember this, and it was
yes.
huge, and
She got
people were
such a
freaking
bad
out.
rap. I have to tell you, her marriage was one for the books because those two people were so good to each other, her and her
Mm.
husband. He was older than her. She attended to him. She really gave him all her attention, not only personal but also to his business. They were really in love, and everyone thought, oh, okay, she's younger woman, not a lot, but she was younger than him. So of course his children were waiting for everything to come to them. And her son always told that he's gonna get something. None of them got anything. And when I was younger, I was always outraged myself when I heard that celebrities didn't leave their children anything. That they said, no, you're going to live. I'm taking care of you until to a certain point. Now you are
Right.
growing up. Go on
Right.
and work for yourself. See where
Right.
that's going to get you.
Right.
And I
Right.
have to tell you, I heard well, just a few days ago, David Beckham's son, Brooklyn, accusing parents for control, about the mother not dancing properly, at his wedding. And actually, I saw the memes on Facebook. They were very funny. Picture of a young, of the couple, and the mother of Brooklyn doing some kind of backflips on the tray of the no, on the wedding dress. So
Ha!
that was just too funny. There's another which you are not aware of, Polish celebrity. The father is quite famous, and his wife, and they have one son, and the son is completely addict. Drugs, booze, and God knows what else. And he's bad mouthing his parents on national TV, which again, you are grown up because he wants money from his father, and he thinks that he should be famous as well, that he doesn't have the voice that his father has. So work on it on your own. That you We hear that so often, that actually I change my mind about, um you know that actually maybe those people are right. So I started rethinking that, maybe the inheritance, it's not for the children. After all, children, we are raising them, sending them into the world because we have them for the world. We don't hold on to them. Even in the Bible said that, you have your wife or your husband, you're making right now, you are one, and you leave your parents' house and you go to your own dwelling.
Yes. You
So,
cleave unto thine wife and leave down thine parents' home, and et cetera, et
yeah,
cetera.
yeah.
Um,
So
you know,
you
Bill
should
Gates was saying the same thing. Like, there's not just one person saying this. I specifically remember hearing Bill Gates saying, I'll take care of them to a point. Like, there'll be a trust, so they'll never be homeless. But he's like, they need to go work. They need to go make their own path. Is that the same thing?
I'm not talking about leaving a trust. I'm just simply saying cutting them off. It's depending who and how. In every situation will be different, but really, isn't that something to think about? Are we really obligated? Are we really obligated to leave everything to our children? Because I've been having those conversations for quite some time, with my friends and colleagues, and I have to tell you that more and more people are actually thinking that, you know what, I'm working on things. I'm working hard to get either to the place where I am in life, or to have assets. But are we really obligated to leave that to our family, to our children?
That's a good question. That's a good question. Cyber Emmanuel says he wants to ask a question too. Go ahead and ask it. If it's fitting this format, we'll
Yeah.
definitely go ahead and. But yeah, that is a good question. I mean, are we supposed to leave it for them? I mean, I don't. I want to look at it like this. I think, and I was talking to another father about this. I think because we have been so nice to our kids. We have provided them. We have tried to provide them with everything that we could. We've made them a little soft. Sometimes I think the struggle is necessary. You know what I mean? I feel as though because a lot of things have been handed to them, I don't think my children have ever been hungry. Not that I've been hungry, but I have had to go to bed, once or twice. Man, go ahead, ask the question. If it fits, we'll push it up. But yeah, it's not like I've had to be hungry for any extended period of time, but I certainly did not have the kind of abundance that my children have had. And I'm sure in the same way, you have provided for your child in the same way. So um, it's not like it's just that they seem to sometimes take it for granted. I think that's what happens. It's very interesting. But also, people should want to build their own thing. I've always wanted to build my own thing and do something different and separate. Is that where you are? You're just like, oh, yeah, I feel like I
You know,
understand Leona Helmsley now.
my upbringing made me more hungry for
Hmm.
everything because I came from nothing. So I wanted everything. And actually, in my elementary school, in my little town, the girls were taught how to use hammer and nails, and boys they were taught how to sew a button, um, how to make sure that how to fix the hole in your pants. We had to learn those things, just basics, how to survive, the survival
Hmm.
skills. When I arrived to United States, I was shocked when they were actually uh, evaluating people, um, if they have living skills. To me, that was like unheard of. What do you mean? You are grown up. You have to know how to live. You have to know how to conduct yourself. You have to do your basic do's and don'ts.
Hmm.
But that's definitely a big cultural um,
Yes. Yes.
difference. But
Yeah.
the expectations, the expectations of young people that I'm seeing all around me, it's a little much. It's a little scary. Um, one one of my ex-husbands, when he had a stroke,
Hmm.
his daughter didn't call for 3 weeks. She didn't ask how is the father doing, is he alive or whatever. Then I'm getting a phone call after 3 weeks,
Hmm.
and she's asking, "So Agnes, when he dies, everything will be mine, right?" And I almost, I almost fainted. First of all, she had no idea what he has. He had a lot of debts, not assets, but in her eyes, there were assets. Um, and the second thing in my head was, oh my God, I do not want anyone to wait for me to drop dead, thinking now I'm going to be rich, now I'm going to have something. So I think that for the people that they're showing up for us, when they are showing up for us and they are there for us, and they actually, you feel that they are concerned and their love is real, then absolutely I would leave something, um not to reward their love, because you don't pay for any type of love,
Right.
but as a keepsake, because you meant something to me, then there it is. But when they don't pay any attention to you, if you alive or dead, then why would I even want them at my funeral? You know?
Yeah.
Now, my question to you is, because I heard that from someone that I know, this man is preoccupied with leaving legacy for the family. What do you mean by leaving legacy?
A
What is
legacy.
the value?
Okay. So,
What is the
so for
value?
me, that is not necessarily money or whatever. It is for people to not say your father was a bum or your father was a like for you to be able to go on, move forward in your life and say, my father was a good man. He did this, he created this, or he always treated people well, or whatever it is. So when you move forward in your life, you don't have any hang-ups that are like, oh my gosh, he was such a jerk to this person, and blah, blah, blah. And like people come to you with all these terrible stories. My mother, although she wasn't some famous teacher. As it turns out, in her lifetime, she and my father went around the country of Jamaica and helped set up secondary schools after Jamaica received its independence in 1963. I did not know that. I found that out. She would go when she showed up at my high school, and I hated that because your mom's coming to school. What the yeah? And my principal stood up and was like, "Mrs. Williams, how are you?" And I was like, "What? What's happening here?" She never said anything. I found out after she died that she helped that man put himself in that place. She knew him when he was young and helped him set up the freaking thing. And she was younger than him, by the way. Just so you know, she was younger than him, but put him in the place where he was and did it from multiple places. She was an educator. She was very strict. My mother was very strict. Sometimes more strict with other people than she was with me and my brother, but she was very strict because those are her kids. And she was known to be fair. And if you gave her things, gave her attitude, or you gave her, but she would give you in return. It was that is a legacy that I feel like I should be living up to and then pass on something similar to my children. Now that's me. That's how I think about it. I'm not talking about Succession, the TV show. I'm not
I
talking
do, I
about
do. I love it.
that.
It
That's a
was
great.
actually several moments of that comes from Ohika.
Ah,
Yeah,
yeah, okay.
we
Ah,
stayed in that suite
yeah, okay.
where it
Oh,
was,
oh, yes, that's right. They did some sort. Okay, the place
and
like, yeah,
outside
yeah,
when they were saying that they were hungry on the whole scene with the board on the floor. That was
yeah.
in a place where they have breakfast for their guests. Yes.
Now we're talking about legacy here. We're talking about what to leave behind, blah blah blah. But we do have one person who just popped up and is asking a question, and his question is basically, why is it that we have so many divorces here in the United States? And I don't know if it's just the United States. I think divorce is very, very common now all over the world. I don't know where necessarily where they are reaching from. The divorce is somewhere
Cannot.
around. It's
I
pretty,
cannot.
yeah, it's pretty big up here, like
It
50%.
is.
But but
It's actually 60%. It's
you say
actually
60. See,
60%
but
now.
what's happening? What's happening in the rest of the world? Is it much worse? Is it? And we're not going to stay on this long. We're going to go back to our topic.
No,
But
no,
what do
it's
you think,
okay.
Agnes?
But I'll be more than happy to answer that. A lot, a big influence for that is the financial situation. In
Hmm.
Europe, majority of people stay together because they cannot afford to get divorced. That's the reality of it. You need two incomes, especially when you have kids. In America, it's a little bit, in the United States, a little bit easier
Yeah, yeah,
to do that because
yeah,
your child support is calculated in a little bit
yeah,
different ways.
yeah, yeah.
Plus, we are product of our environment.
Yes,
Okay, especially in New York, that we are in New York State. There's that very popular double B. It is bigger and better. When an average guy will get a 10 or 12 woman, he thinks that, oh my God, I could get her, instead thinking she took pity on me and or she found something.
I'm just leaving it. It's the same one, same content comment. I'm
Yes,
just leaving it up so that
okay.
people understand what we're talking
Yeah.
about. Go ahead.
So he automatically thinks that he can get even better situation than what he's in.
Hmm.
So there's people think that they have a lot of choices.
Yeah.
People are not taught of working on something that is broken. Okay,
Yes.
because
Yes.
they're changing things.
Yes.
So that's
That's
comes to
fine.
the
Yes.
point that people are not taught how to learn how to resolve problems, how
Yes.
to achieve um, maybe a common ground.
Yes.
They're really having an issue with that. Automatically there's an not doesn't have to be a big problem. There's an issue. Okay, I'm leaving.
Whatever.
Our
Yeah. I can,
parents,
disposable.
yes,
Hmm.
our grandparents work on things. You
Yeah.
did not. You took those wedding vows a little bit more serious than the people
Seriously.
are doing it.
Yes, exactly. A lot of people don't take them serious. And I'll say the other thing too is there's a lot of independence. There's a lot of, and sometimes it's fake independence too, but there's a lot of um, uh, focus on people being independent, and being able to manage themselves by themselves and whatever not. And it's very interesting because now I'm seeing women on TikTok and Instagram and whatever being like, I just spent my first 9 to 5 and I wish I didn't have to work. I'm like, You were like complaining that they could have been a housewife because some guy was, but they wanted to be. So, you know what I mean? And I'm not saying your work isn't important and that you should not go on work. In fact, I want different perspectives. I want to see a woman look at something differently and whatever and whatever. But the truth is, sometimes, people say, "Oh, you can have it all." It's really hard. It's hard to have it all. And as a result, that independence is like, "Oh, you should have your own independence and whatever." Yeah, to an extent, but we also need to be social creatures that all work together. And I think we have a very disposable income, disposable uh, culture here where you can throw things away, and there's another one right there. Um, but also that people don't always take their promises like to heart. I think it's important to take your promises to heart. And if someone's been divorced one time, guess what? More than likely, it's going to be easier for them to do it a second time or a third time or 4 times.
Oh yeah, the percentage
Not even
call.
going into that. But that's what it is, Emmanuel. I hope you enjoyed our response. Anyway, back to what we were talking about, leaving a legacy, so that's what I meant by leaving a legacy. For me, it's not necessarily money. It's what what are they going to think about when they see me? First of all, they're going to be able to come and see all these videos of me being
There you
goofy.
go. There
but
you go.
but they'll also be like, oh, he was kind of smart. He knew something about something. He kind of knew some things. The other day, one of them reached out to me on Instagram. I was like, oh, kids don't like when dad or mom is on their Instagram account. They don't like that. But one of them
Yeah.
reached out to me like this week. I was like, oh, okay. So I'm cool. I'm cool enough
Don't get your hopes too high.
now.
Please, please.
But yeah, something else. Yeah. So is that basically what you mean? Yeah, that's one of the things I saw. Bill Gates saying. Elon Musk is doing a similar thing where he's setting up trusts for each of the children in such a way. I guess you can't touch the trust. It just sets it up so that there's money there and there's a home, so you can always have that. I mean, if something were to happen, I guess, you know. But yeah, I wouldn't. I would like it if they were able to just live. Wouldn't that be great? But no, it's too easy.
No,
It's too easy. They need to
no.
work.
I used to think very similar way.
Hmm.
Just provide to give, but then this is not being appreciated.
Hmm.
It's I notice in many cases we're just disregarded and taken for granted.
Hmm.
And when you think that because it costs you money and you're giving someone a car as a gift, and then you see that person is not taking care of the car just because, oh, that's piece of something.
Yeah.
um, they don't hurt when it goes broken because either they think they can do better or they are counting on another gift.
It
Uh,
came too easy to them. Came
yeah,
way too easy. It's simple as that.
easy come, easy go.
Yeah,
Then,
easy come.
yeah,
Yeah.
I
When my
think.
brother and I got our first car, we had to get it together.
Mhm.
We both put money towards it. He was 17, 18 at the time, so I even had to sign on. I was like 21, and he was 17, 18 at the time, around that age. And and I had to sign up and be the one who's like on it because at the time I think it was 21 before you could even get insurance or whatever it was. Um, and we scrimped and saved for that car, and I was so upset. He would drive it everywhere. He would drive it everywhere. Um, and when it was crashed, he crashed it. Um, it's this white 1984 Honda Accord. Yeah, it was a piece of crap in the 1995 and 1996 when we had it, but it was our piece of crap and we loved it because we had scrimped and saved to buy it, right? And we bought it outright. Yeah, we had to pay for insurance. Yeah, we had to pay for registration and licensing and blah, blah, blah. We had bought it outright. And it had blue seats on the inside and it was in a stick shift. It was a it was an automatic, and the gears were terrible. We used to make all kinds of noise, but we loved it because it was ours, and we had spent our money to get it. I don't think we would have treated it the same way if it come to us easy. I don't
Yeah.
think we would have treated it the same way. And so right now, one of my kids is turning 17 in March. And I'm thinking of buying her a car. And it's so good that we're having this conversation because no, no, no,
Oh boy, I hope I didn't steer in trouble.
no. It's
No,
not. And here's the thing her mother might just do it anyway. You know what I mean? So
so
we'll
you have to
see.
do it first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
It's, I was in a situation that someone walked into my house and was like, we're talking about um security alarm or whatever, and then I'm hearing like, but who's gonna steal anything from me? There's nothing expensive here. And I'm looking like, but yes, that's true. There's nothing expensive in my house, but I work for it. And if someone will take that away from me, that would
I'd be
upset
upset about it.
me.
Yeah.
It doesn't, I don't spend a lot of money for anything because I don't see the reason for it. I'm sorry. I just don't, but uh it's what I like. I have what I like.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
the
What
most
you
important. Something that makes me feel good because my house, it's my sanctuary. That's where my husband and I we have to relax. So that's what the place it's serving. That purpose, right?
the
But
fact that you are there, my dear, makes it valuable because you were there. Okay, so bullshit.
yes, I will put that in a letter. I will put that in a letter. So yeah, they are there will be people that your legacy will mean something to them, and there will be people that they will look at you and say, you know what, you're an embarrassment, you should not do this or do that. So
What you gonna do?
well,
Yeah,
nothing,
you
because
can't
you know
do
what,
anything about that. Yeah.
what do they say? They might talk good about you, they might talk bad about you, just don't misspell my name.
Oh, mine is. Um, what you think about me is none of my business. Sorry,
It's very good, exactly, it is good.
none of my business. Oh
Everyone
my god.
is, yes,
I'm
it
the
has.
villain in so many people's stories. Thank you. Thank you. That's right. Spell the
Yeah,
name right. O'Neill with an apostrophe after the O. O
yeah,
apostrophe Neil. Make sure you get that in the middle.
yeah.
Ryan and the Williams. That's easy. Don't mess it up.
Oh, goodness
Madness. All
gracious. Yeah.
right. So, bottom line, nobody gets anything.
That's it. That's it. There's nothing to give. Just a
There's
heads up.
nothing-
Heads up.
and nobody gets anything. No, no, no. But if you're interested and you'd like to give your thoughts on that topic, Cyber Emmanuel, or anybody else for that matter, please, please, please feel free to send us your information or your question at mailbag at lovedeathandtaxes.com because that's still open. I want you to please like and subscribe if you enjoyed listening to us today. You need to know that over at agnesamisano.com, you can pick up any one of our many books, not the least of which is Seven Rings, One Love, which is on sale right now at Barnes and Noble and Amazon, and coming soon to a Barnes and Noble near, well, I wouldn't say near you, but definitely here in New York if you're on Long Island. We're coming to come and do a book signing. So I want you to look forward to that. If you haven't picked your book up yet, this is where you need to go. Actually, here's the best page. agnesamisano.com/publications. Publications. And I hope you will enjoy your weekend. Stay safe because it's going to be a big one out there tonight. This weekend, they're saying it's going to be crazy. Hey, Agnes, did you know that in 1996, 2006, 2016, and now 2026, we have had the same huge blizzard at around this time in January for
That's
the last, yeah, every 10 years. And I'm dating myself, but yes, I was here for all of those.
okay.
Nah.
2036. We will do this in Bahamas.
Oh, where were you in 96? Oh,
36.
20, oh, so you were in Bahamas for the 2016 one. That's what you're
No, I
saying?
was here. I was here. I said
No.
in 2036 we're gonna be
Oh,
doing.
2036, you're just going to get
Yeah.
away. Figure it out. But yeah, they're saying, and every time the meteorologist was explaining, and every time it added 2 inches. Wouldn't we all like that, gentlemen? It added 2 inches because that's the opposite of what generally happens. It added 2 inches to the snow total. So the last one was 26. So even though they're telling you it's going to be 18 inches or whatever it is, 14, anywhere from 8 to 20 inches, I bet you money it's going to be closer to 28 inches. It's going to be very interesting. Very interesting weekend.
Let me tell you one thing. In 1996,
Mm-hmm.
there was, I'm looking, I'm waiting for that big storm coming.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking out the window and I'm oh, I guess it didn't come because for what I was used to
Oh, that was nothing.
came from Canada. Okay. The snow was up to here and I was standing at the bus stop waiting for a bus. Okay.
Yeah, yeah,
So to seeing that, there was nothing. There
yeah,
was
yeah,
nothing.
yeah.
So just
Not a
saying,
big deal.
imagine that
Just
was a big
different.
experience.
It's like Canadians going to show off. All right, whatever. All right, ladies and gentlemen, and see you next week, same time, same bat channel. Just keep yourself safe, and we'll see you on the flip side. Bye bye.